YouTube! What's going on, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more Tarkir Dragonstorm content. As of the day of recording this, I'm going to be in Hartford tomorrow. Well, yeah, today's Thursday. Hartford, the main event starts on Saturday, but I will be in Hartford on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm doing some side events on Friday, and if you guys want to come say hi, be sure to stop by. If you want to take a picture, if you want an autograph or something, just let me know. I'll be around all 3 days. And honestly, I made a little bit of a joke on stream last night where if I went 10-0 with this deck, I would consider playing it in Hartford. And let's just say, without spoiling the full final record, I actually did briefly consider playing this. And the deck that you were looking at here is Dimir Terror. Now, you may have seen similar decks like this in the past that were in Simic, that utilized Eddymurk Crab and Tolarian Terror, both of which are large creatures that get discounted for the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard. And you paired this with stuff like Cash Grab and Seed of Hope, which are green self-mill cards. They're both instants, so they count towards the terror. They end up milling more cards. And then you pair that with like Up the Beanstalk, This Town Ain't Big Enough, Storm Chaser's Talent, Bushwhack for mana fixing, and that kind of stuff. And that deck was pretty good for a while. It was towards the top of the metagame, and for whatever reason, I'm not entirely sure, people kind of just stopped playing the Terror deck. And it sort of fell by the wayside for a little bit, and now this particular list just showed up in the MTGO 5.0 dump. Big shout out to MTGO user Apple Chips. Not sure if you're watching this, but shout out to Apple Chips for creating this absolute banger. And this deck is utilizing those Eddymurk Crabs and Terrors, but pairing them instead of with a green self-mill, we have some black self-mill. So Overlord of the Balemurk, this card is very cool because it's flexible. You can cast it on turn 2 for impending, and then a few turns down the road, get a big creature out of it. Or if you're flooding out a bit or you're playing a little bit of a longer game, you can just cast it for 5. And the really cool thing about Overlord is not only does it self-mill to put more instants and sorceries in your graveyard, but it also actually finds you the Terror or the Crab, whatever one you hit. If you mill it over, you can pick it up, then you have ideally enough spells to then cast the Terror or the Crab. We also have Quag Feast, a relatively new addition to this deck from Aetherdrift, which is choose a creature or planeswalker or vehicle, you mill 2, then destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Which, to most of the time, it's going to just be 2 mana sorcery, kill anything. Which, what's that Rakdos card? Dreadbore. So for people who are, maybe that's a bit of an old shout out for people who were playing Standard back during that time, but it does feel very similar to that. And not only is it a 2 mana mostly unconditional kill spell, it also puts spells into the graveyard, and it is a spell itself. Picklock Prankster. If you've played any sort of Pioneer, you probably are familiar with this card. Free the Fae, which is 2 mana, mill 4, then you get an instant or sorcery or fairy card from those cards into your hand. So milling spells, hitting more 1-drops, interactive spells like Cut Down, Duress, and then putting spells into the graveyard for your big creatures. Then you have the 1-drop, so you have 6 cantrips for Opt to Sleight of Hand. Choosing to go, I think you would go this route because somebody in my chat asked me if Sleight of Hand was better than Opt, and I think that at certain points in the game it is, but early on when you're looking for lands specifically, which given the 20 land count in this deck, you're going to be doing that very often, Opt is a little bit better when you're looking for lands early on because you're pushing anything that's not a land, as opposed to Sleight of Hand. If you see like you're looking for a land and you see 2 specific spells, you don't necessarily know which one of those you want. So I think Opt is a little bit better in this deck that has such a low land count. And then the other beautiful part about playing this deck is you get to play 4 main deck Duress, which is just a phenomenal card in the format right now. It's one of the best cards against Prowess because it's able to take their Quarry Steel Cutter or their Stock Up, sometimes even their Storm Chaser's Talent. So this is not only a deck that can utilize 4 copies, but is very good because it wants 1 mana spells for these large creatures. And then you have a Go for the Throat. And then another huge addition from Aetherdrift. You've seen this card if you've played any Magic at all for the past couple of months. Stock Up is just an absurd card, and it's beautiful in this deck because it digs you deep to find copies of this if you're missing it. It puts a spell in the graveyard when you cast the Stock Up itself. It can find you more self-mill if you have too many terrors. It's just perfect in this deck. And then rounding out the list, one copy of Gix's Command. Pretty good with self-mill because you can rebuy copies of Crab and Terror. And then specifically with Crab, rebuying Crab gives you this sort of endgame where, if your opponent can produce chump blockers, but when your Crab is tapping down their chump blockers, it's a way to push through for a lot of damage later on. 20 lands, 1 Undercity Sewers. You could maybe play more copies because milling spells, into the graveyard is good, but it's a tap land in your 20 land deck, so you don't want to play a ton of them. And then as the sideboard, we got 6 counter spells, which makes sense because we have a lot of dead cards against the Jeskai control decks with Quag Feast and Cut Down. 2 Dreams, more discard spells against Prowess and just any deck that has good artifacts or creatures. Another Gix's Command for the grindy matchups. I was going to say the mirror match, but I doubt there's going to be many mirrors of this. 4 Feed the Swarms, because gotta kill those rest in pieces. It's weird because Feed the Swarm doesn't kill Ghost Vacuum, which you might think is a problem, and Ghost Vacuum on turn 1 is. But if they play it on turn 2 or turn 3, sometimes it's too slow because you can just kind of overload it with a bunch of your self-mill between Prankster, Quag Feast, and Overlord and all of your 1-mana spells. And if you're putting 2 to 3 spells in your graveyard per turn, and your opponent can only eat 1 of those per turn, eventually you're going to have enough to cast this stuff. And then a couple of Strategic Betrayals. This one is actually for the mirror match. No, it's for Oculus, but in any case, that is the 75. Like I said, we went on an absolute tear with this deck, and I'm not going to lie, given its performance and how well we did on stream with this deck, I think this might be a contender. So make sure to check out the games. I'm sure you're going to like this one, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Do you think the 2-mana equipment is worth trying in the Prowess shell? Which 2-mana equipment are you referring to? Are you referring to a particular equipment that perhaps allows you to make an additional creature every single turn? Is that the one that you're referring to, perhaps? Darkslick Shores. Yo, we got a mirror match? What you got over there, Matas? Command and Throat. Not sure I'm concerned about either of those. I think at this current juncture... fuck it. You can have a go for the Throat. Astrologian Sphere. Oh, I thought this was an elaborate troll, and you were referring to Corey Steelcutter. That's kind of what I assumed, because we were talking about, trying out new cards. So I thought it was actually just a joke the whole time. But if we're talking about the Final Fantasy one, I don't like that card. I don't think it's very good. Oh, baseball bat, sure. I should have known that. I would not recommend registering baseball bat in your Prowess deck. I would register it in why didn't they kill the Quag Feast? I would register baseball bat in weapons that would be good in a zombie apocalypse, but definitely not in the Prowess deck. $3/3. This thing costs 5. What if it costs 1 though? You guys want to gamble? Shall we gamble? I don't think it's the correct play, but it's the funny play. Let's make the funny play. Okay, well, that was like the worst case scenario. Bro just milled 3 creatures in a land. So not only does my spell still cost 5 mana, I also went -1. That was good. It's a good turn. That was a beautiful turn. Honestly, it couldn't have gone any better. There was simply nothing that I could have done different that turn. No way to play that one better. Okay. I mean, this hits the spell every time. Come on. At 14? God. I mean, dude, I can't afford to graveyard that, can I? Alright, there's no way I'm keeping that. I'm not psychotic enough to graveyard that. Although I guess any kill spell is essentially a stock up, so maybe graveyarding that's fine. Play this. Seems correct. To graveyard it? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess the fact that any kill spell is also essentially the same thing as drawing a stock up, maybe that's fine. Because now, in order to play the Terror, I have to stock up into a land, which I don't really want to do. Uh-oh. I mean, I guess this kind of works out, right? Let me stock up next turn. Free point coming in. I mean, this game is winnable. We're both top decking. But I have a stock up in hand. I think I probably have to trade here. Yeah. I mean, I don't like it, but they're at 24. Well, that's not good for me. It's less than ideal. This one? One black mana. What do they have? Cut down? I have 2 mana left. So I should take what? Overlord, Quag Feast? The shitty thing about this is if I Quag Feast the Carsey Revenant, they're just gonna put the counters on the Curiosity. So, like, kinda sucks. I could just take double Quag Feast, I guess. Alright, let's do this. Kill the Carsey this turn, and then chump block the Curiosity. Okay, never mind. We ain't chump blocking shit. We ain't chump blocking shit. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. This game did not go exactly how I had planned. I'm just dead. Forgot they had Sanctuary. Okay. I survived the DMV? Barely. Alright, against Dimir, aka Jameer. I think counterspells suck against them. Could do, like, Strategic Betrayal, in case they have just a Curiosity in play. I don't know how often that's happening, though. Not, like, a huge fan of Duress against them. Like, what are their non-creatures? Just all kill spells? Chad, what else do I cut? Don't tell me lands. Like a Prankster, maybe? Dude, I don't know. This deck's hard to sideboard with. Like, it's obvious when the kill spells are bad, but I don't really think the kill spells are bad in this matchup. Maybe, like, too many cutdowns. Try this. Okay. I mean, I can work with this. Show me your secrets. You will not be flooding nor pissing this game. I'm the only one that can piss. Wait, did they just keep a hand without a blue source? I just realized that. But they have 3 discard spells. Well, that's fucked up. I mean, no matter what I do, I guess I do this. It's a bigger threat in 5 turns. Whoa, huge crab coming in. How many 7s did I get yesterday? We got 1 with the Colossus deck, and we only had time to make 2 runs. We got 7 with Colossus, and then we ended up getting 5 with the Hammer deck, and then we just couldn't join the event back because we ran out of time. But it was fun. I'll be honest with you, I had a lot of fun playing Pioneer yesterday. It was a really good time. I had that bookmarked. I was gonna mention something, and then I was like, nah, I'm good. Okay, take this. Prime sub on mobile. I know there's a way to do it. I think you have to click on subscribe, and then it gives you like it pulls up like an options menu or something like that. You get the dunk on AI. Well, I don't know if AI is the appropriate party to dunk on in that situation. Okay, bro's flooding and pissing. How did they not get value out of the streams? Like, what happened? What did they end up taking? Okay, sure. I mean, I don't have any crabs left, but I don't really need crabs this game. We don't need crabs where we're going. 4th crab, by the way. Do it on their upkeep. So it's less likely they draw a counterspell. No, they'll never expect the 4th crab. Bro's like staring at the exile pile right now. How could this happen? I mean, I said I didn't need the 4th crab, but I will accept the 4th crab if you'll give it to me, you know? Overlord. Okay. They've had enough. Game 3. Yeah, thinking about it more, I don't really know why I cut a Picklock Prankster. That was kind of stupid. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut a Duress. We're good. It's weird because most sideboards have Ghost Vacuum nowadays and not Leyliner Rest in Peace, but a card like Ghost Vacuum is a lot easier to play through because it's only one at a time. So you can play through Ghost Vacuum, but you can't really play through Rest in Peace. See, this is the problem with putting too many 1-mana cards in your deck, is I don't know which one I should cast first. I feel like it's Dreams. It's a good thing I cast Dreams. Good call, chap. Yeah, I'm gonna take Prowess to Hartford. I guess technically Duress would have been better, because then I could have Duress the Vacuum and then Dreams the Carsey, but potato. Is it even worth Duressing in case they drew exactly Kaido? Chat, why game bug? Why game bug? There we go. Why game bug? What add-on am I using to make it so you can hover over the cards on stream and see them larger? That is the untapped.gg overlay. I'm gonna keep that. It's their plan. Yeah, draw Kaido. You know, I don't really want to Quag Feast their Spyglass Siren, but no. It's just like an extension from untapped.gg. I'm just gonna pass here. Yeah, I'll pass. Floodin' and Pissin. Let's do this now. Next turn, Quag the Carcy. Oh, I'll Quag Feast your Spyglass Siren. Keck Browse. No! Fuck. F. Be cool about this. Don't take the Quag Feast. You piece of shit. Okay. That's only fair. Unfortunately, I can't cast both. But. I can pass the turn, and I will do that. I hope they animate the Reef this turn. I'm gonna let them go to combat. Because if I do Crab pre-combat, they could just fire up the Restless Reef. So I'm effectively preventing 4 damage this way. I mean, this is honestly probably just worse than playing Terror, right? Yeah, because I kind of don't want to use the Crab now. I should have just played Terror. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, well now I'll play the Crab. I guess it's kind of the same thing, because they can still animate the Reef next turn. Oh! Hot damn. Okay. Feast my ass? That didn't sound right, did it? Alright, your turn. Your turn. I pass. Was that the one you wanted to animate? I'm not sure it was. Do I have a crab in the grave? I'm about to have a crab in the grave. In 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Fine. This deck is kind of nice, isn't it? Tolarian Terror. The problem with Karsi Revenant is it's just kind of hard to find room. Like, this deck is kind of tight on space in terms of, you know, number of spells you need for Terror, number of payoffs. Like, there's just not a lot of room for that kind of stuff, you know? Not a lot of flex spots. But, I mean, Karsi would be pretty good. I think there's certainly potential for it to be good. You're tight on space? I'm not going to reply to that. Dead. Pay. See you. The eye contact today? Is it just because I moved my camera closer? I mean, I'm trying hard with Quag Feast in my deck. Akakuba, thank you for the Prime sub. I'm glad you were able to find that Prime button. Thank you for the 11-month resub, Aka. Appreciate that. Your pores are gaping. Watch your face. I probably shouldn't repeat that. I don't know. So for those of you who don't know, I watch like a little bit of I watch professional Call of Duty, and there's a team. There's a team of all Spanish people, and they usually do like live listen-ins. So like when they're like in the game, they'll like listen into the team comms or whatever. And every time they do a listen-in for the Spanish team, I can't understand what they're saying. But the only word I can ever understand them saying is they'll just start screaming out "muerto," which is Spanish for dead, because it's like, you know, they killed somebody on the hill or whatever. And it's just like the entire comms is just like a bunch of gibberish, and then these random spots of just hearing "muerto." It's great. It's fucking awesome. I am blocking. Juan counter. Okay. Thought I was gonna miss again. I guess I'll just do this now. They didn't have a counterspell last turn. Make spells, I guess. These things cost 4. It sounds like an activity under the influence. What, watching Call of Duty? It's just like a totally normal thing, and that happens. I don't know. You think I can hit 2 spells? I think I can. I believe I can hit 2 spells off this. Simply just gamble your entire life away. How about 3 spells? That was like the best possible hits, too. Jesus Christ. 3 spells and a crab. Maybe this deck is just broken. I don't know. You ever just get wasted and listen to Spanish video game commentary? No, but that does sound like a lot of fun. I think you're onto something. I get drunk and do other things, but things that are not fit to be retold on a live broadcast. Well, I mean, I can't tell you what it is, so you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get those answers out of me. I just told you that I can't tell you, and so I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, you know, obviously our draw was very good, and our opponent's was horrendous, but, you know, I don't know. Sticks kind of gas. Hmm. You're at 5. 5! Yeah, they bounce my 1 mana 5/5. All right, I guess I'll just recast it next turn if you insist. You're playing Grixis Oculus. That sounds like fun. Sleight of Hand. All right. Game numero 2. Okay, what do we have against Prowess? Dreams. Gix. That's it? I guess you could maybe consider Spell Pierce. What's bad against them? This is not the best Quag Feast matchup, but it is self-mill. What else don't you like against Prowess? Like, we could shave. I think I want to keep all the ones, like all the discard spells, all the cantrips. Gix is pronounced differently. Wait, is it Gix's command or is it Jix's command? Wait, okay, no, because we had this whole conversation that it's GIF, not GIF. So if it's GIF and not GIF, then it has to be Gix's command. Like there's a double standard here, you know? You can't like, you know, come on, man, what are we doing? How do you say Garaf? Garaf. Permission to keep this hand? How do you say garage? Garage. Or no, is it garage? Garage? At it. I wonder if both Overlord's gonna whiff or just one. Just shut up, Jose. Why do you even speak? Bullshit. Is it Jose or Goze? True. Opt. 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 Opta. Opta. You gonna spell pierce me? Oh, they have a Riverfire Verge. Kick W. Get this shit out of here. What's the ward on this thing, too, right? Dos. Give me a land, or... I mean, honestly, just a land. Not that land, you fucker! Alright, I mean, there's no way I whiff on one spell, right? Yeah, these decks are sideboarding Curiosity now. It makes sense. I think it's a good sideboard card. Aha! Doubter's in shambles. Doubter's in absolute shambles right now. How does this deck ever lose, by the way? Can we talk about that? Like, legitimately, how does this deck ever lose a game? Yeah, pay. Yeah, the games are a lot easier when they don't have graveyard hate. I can probably get more than 2 life out of my terror. I'd also rather chump block next turn when they have this. I mean, like, I'm not going to lose this game anyways, but... Nemesis wrecks you? Not really. You have 4 Quag Feast. I think Nemesis is kind of fine. Why are we XDD shrugging? They got a counter spell for me? Haha! You didn't expect the second Eddymurk Crab. I'll tap my terror. I don't want anyone to get banned, but I cannot resist the dance. Why would I ban people for XDD? Why would I ban people for XDDing? I wouldn't do that. What do you think I am? I did tap my snake there, dude. I got crabs for days, buddy. I got more crabs. I'm not gonna finish that statement, but I got a lot of crabs. Oh no, they bounced my Overlord. I guess I'll cast it again. Why is my opponent still playing this game? casting spells for dailies, true. True. You didn't expect the third Eddymurk Crab. Alright, you're dead on board. I attack. Okay. I wonder what's gonna happen. Could be anything. They're just gonna kill my crab for... just to assert dominance? Okay. Yeah. Definitely for the dailies. 100% for the dailies there. Crab supremacy right now. 148? Look at that. I just kind of want to cut this stupid Gix's command. I'm going to try cutting the command for one whale. See how that goes. I just want to play more cheap cards, you know? And I like that the whale is something you can cast early to just, like, you know, smooth out your draw. Oh, I know it does. I know. That's why I said 16 plus lands. Okay, well, kind of an awkward Duress hand, but how many islands versus swamps are we playing? 6 island, 1 swamp with 6 1-mana, well, no, 8 1-mana black cards. How does that make any sense? How on earth is it 6 island, 1 swamp when the Verge on turn 1 is blue and we only have 6 blue 1-drops versus 8 black 1-drops? That's just obviously incorrect, right? Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we got to change that after. Sounds like someone built a bad mana base. I mean, dude, I just copied the mana base. I don't make executive decisions. It wasn't me, man. Sure as hell wasn't me. Chat, Itty Gamblers, 30 seconds left on the prediction. I want to see everybody go all in right now. Just every last one of you, all in. Send it all. I mean, this slasher is kind of scary, I think. I mean, I kind of have to just do this. I really don't like this play, but... Okay. Huge discount, by the way. Huge discount. How's that Virtue looking over there? Probably not great. Probably not the best Virtue in the world. Surprised they didn't play the demo field. They just casted a 4/4 this turn. I mean, it makes sense, right? It does kind of suck that there's slashers untapping this turn. I wish this thing was tapped for one more turn. I am still just going to play the crab this turn, though, for sure. I'll discard a card. I don't need the 6th land. Just to make sure they can't chump block with Scavenger. Oh, that's a good draw. I would classify that as a good draw. So tap what? Slasher and Bloodletter? Take 8 if they attack. Dude, their removal is so bad. They have Scavenger and Virtue. Like, neither of these kill any of my 5/5s. All right, mono black demons. Mono black demons. Stroke me? This thing is pretty good against them, right? Because you either hit the slasher or one of their expensive cards. Seems good. I think I probably don't want cut downs against them. Dreams is good. This might be a Gix's command matchup. Got these 5, and then like... God, sideboarding is so tough with this deck. Don't you want some Withering Torments over Swarm? Nah, because when you're trying to kill Rest in Peace, you just want to kill... You want the card that kills Rest in Peace for the least amount of mana to just be as mana efficient as possible. Maybe Gix is too slow against them. Could do like Gix and 1 Duress, maybe. You don't like Duress? Could try 2 Duresses. I'm just worried about cutting too many 1-mana spells. Because I am increasing my curve by a lot here. Let's try this. Yep. I'm in. Archfiend or Bloodletter? What do you think they're gonna Cruel Claws heist? Probably my Overlord. I feel like the Archfiend is scarier. Archfiend's a lot worse against Crab. And this is scarier if they find the slasher, because my hand doesn't really have a good answer to slasher right now. I'm just gonna take this. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Archfiend is really bad against blue-black decks. They just tap that thing over and over again. What's up, Fiat? How you doing today? I'm not sure. I don't really have any new updates for... I don't have any new updates for the Temur Hawk deck, so tough for me to say, like, definitively that I want to try it again. But, I mean, I could see it. What? Why was that the take? Did they misclick? Alright, I mean, I'm in. I'm straight... That's confusing. Shall we Stoka? I have 1 spell engrave right now. It is the most mana efficient play. Yeah, sure. These two? So this thing costs 5? Guess we can't really set up a crab turn next turn. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna need you to sacrifice a creature, please. By sacrifice, I mean exile. I wonder if they have their own copies of Strategic Betrayal to, like, get my graveyard. I would guess they probably do. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Betrayal turns off their Quag Feast. Alright, so now we are on 3 mana. So, Slight... No. Yeah, Quag Feast? Right? So we go here... Quag Feast this, and then we can go Terror and Crab. Dude, this deck is gas. I guess I'm, now that I'm realizing something, do they have, what's the, have it in 6? Okay. Because them exiling all of my crabs could be kind of awkward. Yeah, this is kind of a weird situation. So we play this. I don't really want to put a card into their graveyard, though, is the problem. I could also just stock up for a counterspell, right? Okay, that works. Because I can exile their Bloodletter. So that kind of helps. So take this, exile that. Like, I know they're going to wrath my board. I only care that they cannot, like, exile my shit, you know? Maybe I'm not supposed to play the crab there. I don't really want that. I just want more. How many big things do I have left? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 of these left. I just didn't attack first. All right, -6. 29 in deck, huh? Wait, this song is a jammer. Why do I not like Gix's command? It's just kind of slow and clunky. I think, like, 1 in the sideboard is okay. I just don't really think it's a main deck card. Wait, why didn't I just play Overlord from my hand? What am I doing? I'm stupid, that's what I'm saying. Basically, what I'm telling you is that I'm dumb. Okay, well, I got their annex out of it. Oh, God. So I guess it worked out, right? Are we in danger of milling? 27? Not really. I don't need to hold that up this turn, right? What's the worst that could happen? So what, you're gonna Quag Feast? Well, the thing is, they don't have a graveyard, right? Like, before they cast the Quag Feast, they only had 1 card in grave. So they're not really gonna get to Quag Feast much else, right? You know? Like, they kind of have to use their mana while they can. They really wanted me to play that deck in Hartford. They were trying their best. They were trying their best. Or like 4-3 maybe? 4-3 black. Because this does make blue on turn 1. Honestly, 4-3 black makes more sense. So then untap black, you have 12. Right? And then untap blue, you have 15. I mean, dude, we don't need 15 untapped black. Or sorry, we don't need 15 untapped blue. We could even just do this. So this is 14 untapped blue, right? 14 untapped blue, 13 untapped black. Yeah, that's better. Try that. All right, I will play first. See? Fix the mana base. My hand already looks a lot better. Although, now we don't have blue for Crab. Okay, maybe 5-2 black was a little too much. Take this. Boros. That thing is dead. Okay, 1 terror down, 2 spells. Offs. So what? Balemurk cantrip. Okay, well, there's 4 lands gone. Kind of awkward. Given that I want lands, I'm gonna hold up opt. Yeah, really good mills. Okay, I'm kind of understanding why there's so many islands. Because the turn that you want to play Crab and Terror, you need 3 blue. So maybe we should go back to, like, 4-3 blue. Seriously? Sure. Just gonna do this. Yeah, because like the turns where you're trying to cantrip into Eddymurk Crab, you do need a lot of blue, so we should probably go back to like either 4-3 in one way or the other. I think 4-3 blue is probably good. Because that still gives us 11 turn 1 black, which I think is good enough. I think 11's not bad for the Duresses and the cut downs. You also don't always need to play cut down on turn 1. Sure. What you got over there? A braid? That ain't doing nothing. Do I want to stock up into a land? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, point and laugh, point and laugh. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we changed the mana base a little too much, it seems. Thankfully, my opponent's done nothing this game, so we're fine, but you're gonna have to remind me to change the mana base again. Hey, we did it. This is like when you're making, you're making a stew and you're trying to figure out the perfect number of spices to go into it. We just need a little bit more oregano. That's what we're missing. We're so close. We're almost there. We're very, very close. A little bit more red chili flake. Yeah, but I kind of want to hardcast this. That's why I didn't want to impend this. Oregano means forests. So what's the blue and black equivalent of that? Like, what's a spice that you would associate with the color blue? Yeah, I guess pepper. Yeah, pepper would work for the color black. Would be blue then. Saffron? Isn't saffron red? Or like orange? I'm in. I'm in. I mean, it was pretty blue to me. No More Lies, a Disdainful Stroke. Oh, wait. Fuck, discard spells are so bad against Mako. Shit. Alright, I shouldn't do that. Fuck you, come on, man. Oh, God. Dude, stop! I literally want any other card in my deck that's not named Duress. I mean, that's not even good. Can I Duress myself? No. I legitimately don't want to cast this, but I think I have to. Can do this first, I guess. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. We needed that. Okay, now he's cooking. Can double spell without playing Duress. It's good. But, I can also cast Duress first. Which now I have to, because I know they have Stroke in hand. So even though this triggers Mako, I have to do this. I mean, I can give them a 2-2, right? What's the big deal? They have 3 Engrave. I'm up all night to get lucky. You may attack. Eddymurk. Is it even worth trying to go for a land here? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it kind of is. Land Terror. What if I just didn't cast Quag Feast? Thoughts? Prayers? Attack for 10, they go to 9. Then they play... Wait, did they discard the Oculus? Why did they do that? Well, that must mean this has to be a reanimation spell, right? So I just duress them. So we just take, what, Terror land? Because the only reason they would discard the Oculus is if they had a reanimation spell, I think. Okay. Did they just forget they could hardcast it? I guess they don't have enough material. I guess that makes sense, right? Because they would only have 5 in grave. But if they just discarded 2... If they discarded 2 to the Scholar, they could have cast the Oculus, right? Because they only discarded 1 to it. So if they keep this in hand and discard 2, they would have exactly 6. Something to think about. No, I thought they discarded 1, no? Or did they discard the Coast that turn? Oh, okay. No, you're right. Dude, this Quag Feast card is really nice. It's just 2 mana sorcery speed, destroy literally anything. It's so good. So they have the double chump block? Okay, or not. Or not. They have to single chump block. It's a Doomblade. Well, it's sorcery speed Doomblade that also fuels your Tolarian Terrors. Don't talk shit about my Doomblade. How dare you? All right, 4 and 1. We're kind of cooking with this deck. I want to keep playing it. Am I liking the whale so far? I could take or leave this. This could be something else. What was the one? Oh no, we're gonna try a stories. Let's try a stories. All right, I'll try 1 stories. Oh, the Wild Man. What's the Wild Man up to? I think yesterday he was playing Omniscience. I'm gonna keep this. He's still playing Omniscience. I can't imagine this matchup is good. It's maybe okay if we have like a fast crab, like 4 spells here. Okay, 3 spells and a terror is probably best possible. Well, no, 4 spells would have been best possible, because then I could have double terrored this turn. Do I want a land? Stock up Overlord, Crab, Terror. It's kind of close, isn't it? So right now the terrors cost 2. Yeah, that's kind of why I want the land. Because it does let me double spell next turn. I think I like it. I think it's good. And then we just play Crab this turn. Because Crab is going to be... These are going to be cheaper on future turns. Yeah, we grab this turn for sure. Because then we can set up a spot where we go like cantrip double terror or something. Well, you know, that was the reason for main phasing my spells. And now I have become deceased. So I have to pretend his hand sucks and double terror this turn. Okay, I did hit a spell, thankfully. His hand probably doesn't suck, though. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance? We have to, like, stock up into Duress, right? Oh. All right. He has to have only one Abuelos. Hold on a second. I'm not casting stories. I'm attacking for 10. All right. Don't draw Abuelos. Honestly, even if he draws Abuelos, he doesn't really have a way to keep comboing, right? He has no draw spells. So, like, honestly, even if he top decks Abuelos, I think we're okay, yeah. This has been my experience with the Omniscience deck, is sometimes you just have hands like this, right? Where you draw the things, but you need like other things than just the combo. A lot of counter spells for this matchup. I guess Dreams is good against them because it hits the big dragon, and that card's kind of a pain in the ass. Would you want both Dreams against them? Or you think one is good? I'm thinking about doing this and playing 2 Dreams. Because that dragon is kind of a pain in the ass. And they're probably going to sideboard a bunch of, like, Overlords and stuff. Alternate win cons. Let's try that. Maybe even cut a stock up. Because, like, on the draw, I probably can't ever tap out on turn 3. Yeah, this double swamp is kind of awkward. I'm starting to understand why the original creator of the deck, or the 5-0 list, like, why it had so many islands. Because this deck is pretty blue intensive. Like, do I have to keep this? I think I do. I don't want to, but... trying to find Duress, maybe? Take that. See, the beatdown train. Literally the beatdown train. Oh, please discard Omniscience. Do it. Yeah! Got him! Got the beatdown creature and the Omniscience. Now that's nice. That's a sideboard card right there. Okay. I can beat that. I mean, I really just have to race a 3/3, right? 3 spells right now. So if this hits 2 spells, I can play Terror. It hit 2 spells and I have a second Terror. Now we're cooking. I think my 5/5 Reese is your 3/3. Sure. There is an issue, though. There's an issue with a very particular dragon issue that we didn't really sideboard that well for. Like, even if we can keep them off the combo, we don't really have any outs to the dragon post board. I guess we have Betrayal, but... Okay. I mean, look, I'm not going to get raced by these voices. Want me to stock up this turn? I mean, am I in danger of dying next turn? Potentially, yes. But there's not much I can do about it because this shuts off my counter spells. So I think we just do this. Okay. Land discard is good. Right? Which one of these do we take? It's probably easier to beat some 2/1 flyers, right? They're at 15. Is there 2 mana away from hardcasting the Overlord? Yeah, I gotta take the dragon, I think. But they don't have Omniscience in the grave either, so they need to find a land and an Omniscience. Which surely they won't do, right? Okay, that's good. So make some 2/1s hit for 3. Okay. I'm at 10. 6, 7. I have 5 mana. This Clarion's kind of a pain in the ass. I'm gonna do this first. Try to hit a crab here. Shit. Alright, I'm in. I mean, this is good for me. Okay. Yeah. Go here. Give me a crab. Okay, hitting a crab is good. So then with them at 15, we can tap their blockers with crab next turn. Hold! So they have to hold everything back. Right? It's a pretty suspicious attack, if you ask me. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? I'll take it. Look, I'll take it. Pretty sus attack, if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie. So, big shout out to the sponsor of the stream, as always, Cool Stuff Inc. If you guys want some singles, maybe some Tarkir or Dragonstorm singles, maybe some sleeves, maybe some sealed product, head over to Cool Stuff Inc. Be sure to use promo code Doom at checkout to get 5% off your next order and a free Rhino token while supplies last. Hashtag ad. Tap land, huh? Still keeping. Ooh, untap land. I'm down. Now, I got this shirt when we went to, there's like a 007 museum. Miracle of the World Anew. Is that the Madness one? Yeah, the shitty one. Yeah, it was a cool place. They got a lot of cool stuff. It's like very interactive too. Oh, chef inbound. I repeat, chef inbound. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a chef alert. I repeat, this is a chef alert. Holy. Bro is cooking out of his mind. All right, 2 spells engrave. Let's try to make that more than 2 spells engrave, shall we? Well, you know, I milled a spell. Probably have to keep that. I'm not very good at milling spells in my deck that really wants to mill spells. I should get better at doing that. Okay, that I don't care about. Prophetic Bolt, greatest card of all time. Just look at Prophetic Bolt and like tell me that they don't make them like they used to, man. They really don't. And 3 engrave? I mean, this always hits. Why would you tap like that? One, two, three, 4, 5 spells. So I actually have to take the Picklock Prankster just so I have enough spells engrave. Because if I take the stock, I don't want a third stock up anyways. Block. Oh, I guess I ain't blocking now. Bring back the trivia. Nah, there is a set number of questions to be asked. I guess this is probably an okay turn to get this into play. We can go Prankster plus Crab. This cutdown ain't doing anything this game. Bro, chill. Chill. Calmate. Tapped. I guess their hand's just all kill spells, huh? Oh. Ooh. I see what you're doing here. Blood is just absolutely chefed out of his mind. I found a target for cutdown. That's good. Huh. Interesting. I guess we have to stock up here. Try to find a terror. That'll do. Loki, I kind of just want this land. Oh shit, I already played land this turn. Fuck. Kind of don't want that land now. Go. I forgot that I played a land already. Yeah, I don't really want to tap the 5/5 though. I want to hold on a defense this turn. Especially if they're doing this kind of stuff. I just want to play some defense, you know? Just a little bit of defense. But I guess now I can't kill the Oathsworn, huh? It's kind of a problem. Hit him with one of these. Seems fine. That helps. I mean, I don't need land at this point. So... which one of these is scarier? Combat damage to a player if he has fewer than 4 counters on it, put a counter on it. I guess, honestly, like, the Oathsworn is probably scarier than the Bill. So we can go here. Kill this. Kill this. No attacks, because I want to double block this turn. Because they can just activate Bill. Yeah, they probably do have a second Bill in hand. I wouldn't be surprised. I guess we could find out. There's one way to find out, isn't there? What you got over there, Schmiggy? Show me your secrets. Okay. Noted. Noted. Good deck. 3 bills, huh? 3 billions. Wait, did they just say your go when it was their priority? Did I see that right? Hey, what's up, Amir? Welcome. Your go. Your go. They said thinking? Yeah, because that... well, that's normally where your go was. So they were trying to say Yorgo, but they couldn't. Do you guys notice this, like, weird... What is that? What? You see that? Why is there, like, a shadow on my cards? Is that their sleeves? Oh, God, it's the stupid sleeves. I hate that shit so much. It's, like, the most annoying thing ever. Anyways. Abzan Scales. Probably don't have many Duress targets. They probably do have Rest in Peace, though. Let's do like 3 of these. Try that. I think they meant to do that. It's just annoying as shit. I hate it. My dreams. Go. Go. Don't rip me. Don't do it. I know you're thinking about it. Yeah, pay for sleeves to annoy opponent. Oh, would they make that a feature? I don't know. It's like, yeah, I guess, because the thing is, you can't opt out of it, right? Because there are people who play Magic Arena that just, and they don't use sleeves, they don't use altar, it's like no cosmetics, and those, I'm fine with that because people like what they like. But like forcing people to, like, not giving people the option to opt out of it because it's the sleeves that your opponent's using, that is kind of weird. Because some people just want to opt out of that stuff, and I respect that. How many spells do we have? I have 2 spells in Grave. I guess it's just not really time for a Terror yet, right? Take these 2. We'll find a Terror later. Yeah, the more I think about it, it's probably a bug. But, like, it's been a bug for a while. You think they would have tried to fix it by now. Like, these things can't be that hard to fix, can they? Oh, wait. Shit, I can't cut down their creature. Fuck. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna stock up. I can feed the swarm their creature. You cost 3. 2 after I play Feed the Swarm. They could deal me a lot of damage. They are doing that. -2. Bro just has 3 Banelands in play. Alright, they're off it. They are off it. Top 100? We're getting close. We're getting really close. Alright, what do we got? Surely we can Sleight of Hand into a black source, right? Okay, kind of wish I didn't keep the sand in this matchup. Okay, better. Show me that cutter. Ew. I mean, dude, you can have the Bolt Wave. It's on you. Opt. People still playing Bolt Wave and Prowess. Okay. me a cut down. Give me a cut down. I need more terrors. So 3 spells in grave. I really just want to find a cut down next turn. Ooh. Okay. So 3 in grave. Which means the only way I can play Terror this turn is if I Overlord mill 4 spells. No, 3 spells, right? So it's, in that case, it's probably just better to opt then, right? Because this can find a kill spell. Can also find Overlord. Alright, well, I guess we died. I mean, they could brick, theoretically. You know they're not going to brick. They're going to just stock up. I heard if you died a bolt wave, you have to retire. I'm getting close. I'm thinking about it. Are they going to rebuy Bolt Wave? You bet your ass they are. I mean, why else would they put Bolt Wave in their deck, you know? They have to. Okay. Ooh. Okay. He's cooking. Sir Eccles, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you for the 30 months. There's no way that I can get 3 of these into play. It's not possible. So I might as well just go Terror Pass. And then if they spend their whole turn towning this, then I could just tap this. Untap, hit for 5, play 2 more. Well, then I can try to play 3 next turn, if I can find a land. I said, yep. So now they town. They go town these 2 pay. Oh my goodness. Maybe I just don't play the 3rd one, though. Like, is 2 good enough? I don't know, though. 2 might not be good enough. Because they would still have another blocker next turn. God. This is so tough. Well, the Bolt Wave doesn't matter. Because, like, I'm only going to 4 this turn. If they want to get back Bolt Wave, that's fine. I don't really care about that. The only thing that matters is kick Burst Lightning. Right? I think I'm just going to cast it. I think I'm, like, significantly more likely to win next turn if I play the 3rd Terror versus almost anything that isn't Burst Lightning. So I think this is correct. Hold! Yeah, I mean, they don't have it this turn. So they're thinking about what to get back with Talon. I mean, they just go Talon, get back Bolt Wave, right? Like, I don't think this is going to be good enough. Yeah, okay. I would guess that means their last card's a brick. Yeah. So they just get back Bolt Wave, cast it, and pass. And then if they draw another talent next turn, we die? Really? Okay. So any kill spell wins. So this would give me 5 looks. This would also give me 5 looks. So it's kind of the same, right? but stock up could give me the out of land plus cut down, or like stock up into land, then I can opt for cut down, and that would give me a 6th look. Yeah. So I guess we stock up here. God, this stupid underground river. Okay. Well, that's the worst land it could have been, obviously. Crab does it. Oh, right. Right. Yeah. Because no, you're right. I'm dumb. I just played the crab. What am I saying? Yeah. I forgot that. For some reason in my head, because remember how I said they were going to go talent pick up Bullwave and cast a main phase? In my head, they had already cast the Bullwave. I forgot they grabbed the town. But that was a spot where if they had gotten the Bullwave, I couldn't have done that. Right. Prowess. I think we did just this and this. Let me go like stories is too slow. Road kind of Although it is good against like slick shot show off. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If they cast the Bullwave there, I wouldn't have been able to take that line. I'm not really sure why they took the town. Because like, if I leave back 2 terrors to block, they can't bounce the terrors because they would have to pay 4 for the ward. I think I'm just gonna cut an Overlord. Try that. Oh, dude! Any hand with 2 Darkslick Shores is just we're gaming. We are so gaming. Oh, stop! If you insist. They could be a Ghost Vacuum gamer. Yo, chill. Opponent, we can talk about this. That's good, kind of. It's not really that good against Slick Shot, but if they go like cast stock up here, it's good. Surely I don't cast it now, right? No, there's no way. I'm just gonna take the hit and then kill it on my turn. They have nothing? Oh, they have Spell Pierce. Okay. Well, now I can just kill it on my turn. Oh, I can't kill it on my turn, because even if I pay, it still gets bigger, right? So I can't kill it on my turn. Oh, why did I think it was going to be a 4-2? No, you're right. So I can just pay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that then. Why did I think it would be a 4-2? I don't know, man. I'm not thinking straight today. My head's not in the game. I think it pierce this in. I'm just not good at math, you know. But you already knew that. Water. This. All right, song request for Abe IND in the queue. Got a little Trueno. Truno? I don't know if they can beat 2 5/5s. They can play a 4/5. I mean, we don't really have a lot else. We're kind of out of gas. Maybe I was supposed to tap there. I'll just take. Yeah, I got a little greedy. I wanted to hold the crab to like tap 2 things, but like, do I just not cast the crab now? You can rebuy Bolt Wave. It's kind of bad. I think I have to hold the crab. Okay, well, I guess I didn't have to hold the crab. Obviously, if I knew that was the top card of my deck, I would have played it, but I didn't know that. These cost 1? Yeah, they cost 1. 13, 12. So now the question is, do I cast these? It's kind of tricky, right? Like, do you think they'll double block if I attack with Terror? They might not. I think I'm going to take a draw here. Oh. That's pretty good. It's not bad. They could have another Pierce, I guess. My deck is just bailing me out today. My deck just doesn't want me to lose. They have priority, so I guess they have a bounce. Okay, that makes sense. So they go to 5 here. Alright, deal me 14. Surely 14 is not achievable with 2 cards in hand, right? Come on. Come on. 14? Really? Imagine. It would have been really funny if I died from this spot, though. Yeah, the 7 life was huge. For sure. That was like massive. Yeah, Monstrous Rage Double Strike or something. Got back Sleight of Hand? Sawatarix, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream. Technically correct to duress them first. Even though it doesn't really matter. But I'm kind of just slow rolling them. Alright. Fucking 7-1 with this deck. Dude, we are crushing it. Top 100, let's go. Look at that. Number 94 Mythic. Dude, we are just destroying people with this deck. I can't tell if this deck is actually broken or if we're just getting insanely lucky. I mean, it could be a little column A, a little column B, right? But god damn, this deck has felt powerful. I mean, I guess the cards that I'm not sure about is like the stories. I could see this going. I could maybe see this going. Like, I wouldn't hate playing more Sleight of Hands. We could try that. I was a little skeptical of how this deck was going to play, like, compared to the Simic version that plays Beanstalk, but I haven't really missed Beanstalk yet. Like, this card is just better than Beanstalk, as far as card advantage goes. Because by the time you're casting the second or third Terror, they're just dead anyways. You don't need to cast, like, 5 of them to win.